What is good, all my stock market homies? Cathie Wood of Ark Invest had an interview a couple days ago, and what she said could absolutely send 2 or 3 stocks that we're going to be breaking down in today's video to the moon. We're going to watch the interview, discuss what she said, talk about why it's important, and then we're going to dive into these stocks that have big implications. Before we get started though, everybody do me a huge solid and hit that like button, destroy the like button. The like button is not our friend and we must destroy it. Every like on this video will send the S&P 500 up 1 point. And if you want to get some free money, if you're looking for a new broker, check out the link in the description for M1 Finance. They're going to hook you guys up with some free money if you sign up with my link in the description. Free money is the best kind of money. M1 Finance, a great long-term broker. Check them out. All right, first, let's watch the clip where Cathie Wood was discussing Bitcoin and where she sees Bitcoin heading over the next few years. Absolutely crazy take on Bitcoin here from Cathie Wood. Roll the clip.
So Bitcoin, do you think, or what's your sort of vision for Bitcoin? Is it going to become a reserve currency? Is it scarcity value like real estate? It started the purview of every college student, including my own, knew about Bitcoin before their parents did. So what's your kind of vision going at 5 years and 10 years for Bitcoin as an asset class and a value?
We don't have to go out 5 or 10 years. It's here. We believe, we wrote a white paper in 2016 called Bitcoin Ringing the Bell for a New Asset Class. And so, yes, we believe it's here. We believe that Bitcoin is the reserve currency of the crypto asset ecosystem. We also believe that there will be very few huge winners in the crypto space. We think the cryptocurrencies are going to be the huge winners. So we believe that Bitcoin is already the reserve currency of the crypto asset ecosystem. And we can see that in that many crypto assets, most I would say, are priced in terms of Bitcoin. So that's the unit of account. The currencies are very important. We think there will be maybe 4 or 5 that are going to accrue the most value. And so, yes, we think it's an asset class. We think Bitcoin itself will, I was quoted in some paper, I never said this, but someone did some homework and added what I was saying up and said, Ark thinks this is a $10 trillion opportunity when it came to Bitcoin. And I said, I never said that, but I did actually say it with the building blocks. We think institutional could institutional going to say 5 or 6% of institutional portfolios, again, very low correlation. And that's sort of where real estate and emerging markets went. That would add $500,000 to Bitcoin's price. So right there, that's nearly a 10-fold increase. If you look at playing the role of cash on the balance sheet, which is, we did not incorporate this into our institutional white paper because we didn't expect it, to be honest. But now we see Square and Tesla and MicroStrategy. They have diversified some. In the case of Square and Tesla, it's 5 and 8% respectively. If corporations did that, I think this is just a US calculation too. That would be a 40,000 increase in Bitcoin. If it's 10%, closer to where Tesla is, that would be a $400,000 increase in the price. So again, another 8-fold increase. So, and those are just 2 use cases. I mean, the big.
So basically, Cathie Wood is saying that Bitcoin is about to explode. It's about to go to the moon. She's saying that it's going to become a new asset class. And why is this important? Well, traditionally, hedge funds and bigger institutional investors would take an approach where they would invest a bunch of money in stocks, and then the remaining of their portfolio would go into bonds. And Cathie Wood is basically saying that Bitcoin could replace bonds, which would be absolutely huge. We have already seen companies, big companies like Tesla and Square, take massive positions in Bitcoin. And Cathie Wood is saying that Bitcoin could add $500,000 to the per Bitcoin price over the next 5 years or so, which is just crazy. You're talking about an almost 10x move if that does indeed happen. But I think that is very plausible because as these institutions become more comfortable investing in Bitcoin and they start to feel like they're missing out, right? Tesla's already taken a position. They've done very well in that position. Square's already taken a position. They've done very well as well. So these big companies, these big hedge funds are going to start to feel like they're missing out. And if they just put 3 or 4% of their capital under management into Bitcoin, it is going to send Bitcoin flying higher. Look at this Bitcoin chart. We didn't have real institutional buying until way up here when Tesla and Square started taking positions, and we still got this massive run up with retail buying Bitcoin. Now that is a huge move over the last year, right? So imagine when institutions do step in, they do start to take sizable positions, we're really gonna see this thing take off. And I don't think 100,000 before the end of the year is a crazy price target for Bitcoin. I don't think 200,000 is a crazy price target before the end of 2022. I think this thing could start to get silly as we see institutions step in. Now, how can we profit from it? Obviously, you could just go out and buy underlying Bitcoin. I've started to do that. I'm starting to add to my position on any dips. But in today's video, I want to focus on some stocks that are going to benefit from the Bitcoin boom. An obvious company would be the new Coinbase IPO. However, I am not a big fan of this Coinbase, and here's why. The first reason Cathie Wood detailed in the interview, she's saying that in the internet, the benefactors were the apps. It wasn't the internet that benefited. But with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole, she's saying it is going to be those cryptocurrencies that benefit. It's not necessarily going to be the platforms and the businesses surrounding it, because that's the whole point of Bitcoin, not giving any one company or any one platform too much power, right? You want to decentralize everything. And here's my second thing with Coinbase. As Bitcoin becomes more stable, we're going to see these retail brokers start to offer crypto trading on their platform. Coinbase is expensive. I have all my Bitcoin in Coinbase, but it's stupid expensive, right? If you want to buy any sizable amount of Bitcoin, it's going to cost you a couple $100 in just fees on Coinbase. And I think companies like Robinhood and Webull, they've already started implementing Bitcoin trading or crypto trading on their platforms, and I think it's going to become more streamlined, and people are going to leave places like Coinbase, and as Robinhood and Webull and TD Ameritrade, those type of places perfect their crypto platform, make the wallet better. Right now, I think if you buy on Robinhood, you can't even send your Bitcoin out of Robinhood, which is stupid, but that will all get fixed. All those hiccups will get fixed, and I think that will decimate Coinbase. But there are a couple companies I want to go over that I think are about to take off. The first stock that I want to talk about is ticker CLSK. This is Clean Spark Energy. This is both a clean energy, renewable energy play and a Bitcoin mining play. How can those two go together? What better a company to get into Bitcoin mining than an energy company, right? Because the number one cost for Bitcoin miners is gonna be that energy. Clean Spark has its roots in clean energy, and that has enabled them to reduce the carbon emissions of their Bitcoin mining operation by up to 95%. Huge deal here with Clean Spark Energy. Clean Spark just announced that they are adding 22,000 plus additional Bitcoin miners. This is a big deal. These Bitcoin miners are hard to come by right now. Clean Spark has got their hands on a few. But here's the big point of this and why I like the company. They're not solely dependent on Bitcoin mining. We have the other energy aspect of the company as well. Plus, this is an energy company, right? Energy is the biggest cost for Bitcoin miners, so this company theoretically should be able to figure out how to cut those costs. They have figured out how to reduce the carbon emissions with these Bitcoin mining warehouses and operations, which is a big deal because these mining companies have gotten a bad rap for too much pollution. CleanSpark is not really thought of as a Bitcoin mining company, and that has helped the company, kind of the stock, fly under the radar here of late. We've had a nice sell-off, a nice dip here on the chart from $42 all the way down to $20, where we're trading at today. We have this nice bull flag formation, kind of this wedge that's building up, and I'd like to see this thing break out of that wedge and head higher. And if Bitcoin keeps going up, if CleanSpark continues to add to their Bitcoin mining operation, and then we do see continued growth from the energy side of things as well, the clean energy side of the business model, I think this company is a steal at $20 per share. If we're going to talk about Bitcoin miners, we got to talk about Mara. My girl Mara, we got Mara, which has more than 6% of the global Bitcoin mining power in the entire world. 6% of all Bitcoins mined are being mined by Marathon Digital Holdings, Mara. So this company has the operation. It is volatile. There's no doubt about it. You're dealing with the Bitcoin miner that just does only Bitcoin mining. It's going to be a volatile stock. But if Bitcoin continues to climb higher and Cathie Wood is right on her price target, Mara will 2-3x as Bitcoin goes higher. The reason that I'm a little bit more optimistic with CleanSpark versus a company like Mara is that CleanSpark has that fallback of their clean energy microgrids, their secondary business model. With Mara, you're totally reliant on the Bitcoin mining side of things, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just like having that fallback with CleanSpark. However, Mara is currently pulling back. We hit highs of $57 a share. Right now we're trading at 40. We're approaching this area of consolidation. Tons of volume traded in that area, so that could act as support right there. But if Bitcoin does indeed break 100,000 this year, continues to go higher, Mara is a good deal at $40 a share. And if Bitcoin goes to $150,000, we get that next leg up in Bitcoin, we will see new all-time highs in this Mara. That is going to wrap up the video, guys. If you're looking for some life insurance, everybody should have life insurance, and this video is brought to you by Ladder Life Insurance. What happens if you're driving down the road, something crazy happens, you should be covered to protect your loved ones if something crazy does indeed happen. I have life insurance for my 6-year-old son. If something happens to me, I want him to be financially set. So check out Ladder Life Insurance. Get a quote in as little as 5 minutes. Link in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.